show spotlights the latest innovations to create a greener planet. Join us next time as we explore new green ideas and present interesting green stories, and show you how some people are becoming real green.
You're watching K34QB.
Happy Sunday. Welcome to Good Morning Vail. I am so excited about this Sunday's edition. I'm your host, Gretchen Plesha. We have Katie Burrell. We got to speak with her, chat with her. And she is the actress, director of Weak Layers, a ski movie that you're not going to want to miss, as well as all things Covered Bridge. So sit back, have that cup of coffee. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi, friends. Welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here. I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. I am fangirling a little hard, I cannot lie. Avid skier right here, and so stoked to talk to Katie Burrell. How are you doing, Katie? Director and actor in the new film, and it is Weak Layers. I am very excited.
Thanks for having me, Gretchen. It's really fun to be here. I'm actually very happy to be home in Revelstoke, BC. I've been on the road touring around various screenings of the film in the US and some stops in Canada as well. And I feel like I've been gone for a month, but it's only been a couple of weeks.
Right? Well, Weak Layers is getting such a good kind of following of vibe. I've heard about it now for months, and I'm so excited because obviously in these mountain towns of ours, we love to shred, we love to ski. And I know this is all about skiing, being on the mountain, and it has a really good like girl-based vibe to it. Can you tell us a little bit what the film is about?
Totally. We wanted to make the next hot dog or the next Aspen Extreme or the next Hot Tub Time Machine, you know, have a sort of progressive throwback, a harkening back to those iconic 80s, 90s ski comedies. But we wanted to do it with a fresh take. And so having women at the center of the story this time felt like a really modern approach to that classic kind of culty-esque film that we love so much. It really gave us like, you know, a sort of current look at life in a ski town, the underdog story, the women's story within this context that we've seen before. So it felt like we were doing something differently. And we also wanted to make sure that there was, you know, really authentic kind of ski culture.
Yes.
And it felt like a movie that came from skiing to Hollywood, not the other way around, where people are carrying their skis upside down and, you know, nobody's hair is wet.
Yes. Well, and I have to tell you, I don't mean to interrupt, but that's one thing I love just from watching the trailer, watching a little bit. I love the lingo, the vibe. I was telling people earlier today, I felt like this could be any ski town, not even just Tahoe. It could be, you know, in Utah. It could be in Colorado. It could be in California. I felt like I lived this life a couple years ago, 100%. I mean, I should be rocking my beanie right now and my neon onesie because that's usually what I'm wearing on the mountain. But I love that you get it and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is so my town. This is my ski town. I am that woman. I've been there, you know?
Yeah, the relatability and authenticity factor was big for us. And I mean, I can't give myself too much credit here because a lot of it is just lived experience. I also was, you know, in my early 20s living in a bunk bed shared with one of my girlfriends, and my other two girlfriends were living on mattresses on the floor side by side in the second room in our house, and we got into all kinds of trouble skiing and partying and you know, leaving empties all over our house and not being tenants that have ever existed in the history of time. And just having so much fun, like we could not stop having fun. And it was such a reckless and dangerous and exciting and outrageous period in our lives. And having this film kind of like celebrate that, but also celebrate the fabric of the other kinds of people in ski towns. And, you know, instead of just celebrating our heroes, like those of us standing on the top of summits, this is also, you know, the baker, the coffee shop owner, the snowplow driver, the ski nanny, the bartenders, like the people that really make these ski towns hum, and having kind of an ode to the life lived in these places. And funnily enough, like they're everywhere. You know, it's not just Tahoe. this kind of microcosm of life in a ski town, or the individuals in a ski town. There's such archetypes, and we think we're so unique, but really the ski towns are just kind of carbon copies of each other all the way across the world.
It's so true, because I agree with you what you're saying 100%. There are those people in every ski town, and we're the color in the ski town, and people in these towns make it pop, and they make it what it is. And that's what's so cool about living. It's a different vibe, and I love that you definitely nailed that. Now, it's so cool because the character's living in a van. Is that correct at the beginning? Okay.
That's right.
I love
the
that.
three girls get evicted from their rental house, and they are forced to live in a van.
Which I love that. I love that because I want to do that at some point. And then I love that it's 72 hours to produce this film, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
The pressure cooker of a time constraint was fun to play with. With this whole metaphor of the weak layer within ourselves, and when under load we would crack and quote unquote slide.
I love it.
And so the 72-hour ski film competition that Cleo, my character, and her two friends, Tina and Lucy, find themselves in is something that actually we see a lot of in ski towns. The 48-hour photography competition,
yes.
The 72-hour film competition. And so, having had friends in them, having participated in them myself, I really wanted to kind of tease or roast that kind of an event. And so Cleo and her friends sort of semi-accidentally end up in this ski film competition, 72-hour hot laps. It's called LAPSE. Little pun for you, but they're up against their heroes. They're up against the most famous skiers and ski filmmakers in the world, and they're three, nobodies.
Yeah.
And then the rest unravels, and you'll have to see the movie to see what happens.
And Katie, I love this too, not to take it to a deep level, but I love right now with the weight of the world and everything going on, and there is a heaviness. I love that this is coming out right now, because I think as a whole, we really need this laughter, this love, this vibe, kind of this light energy for a minute. So I really commend you and thank you for doing it, truly, because I was on the drive over here, I was thinking about that. I was like, gosh, there's a lot of heaviness out there right now, and really the beauty of film is to be taken away for a minute, and what a better way, so thank you.
I mean, yeah, skiing and snowboarding and playing in the mountains is a privilege, and
100%.
We're so lucky to do it, and it's an escape, and it has a real childlike kind of joy to it. And I think just being able to celebrate that and recognize how lucky we are to have access to that. It's also a part of the film,
Yeah. I'm so stoked. Okay, so Katie, let us know, where has the film already been? Where is it playing right now? Because I know it's all over. It's going everywhere.
Yeah, it opened in 125 theaters,
wow.
100 in the U.S. and then 25 in Canada this week. The Canadian release was delayed by about a week to the U.S. release. And I got to check out screenings. Oh, sorry, that's my dog.
You're so good. I have two at home. I get it. You're good.
Of course. Can we pause? Because I'll just shut the door.
Yeah, you're fine.
There you go. Way to go. You ruined that for everybody.
Hey, that's Ski Town too. I get it. I totally get it.
Dog lovers. Yeah, totally. Teddy is actually in the movie. So
oh, right on. There you go. Another character.
He just wanted to have a shout out for his cameo. But I got to check out screenings in Reno and Tahoe,
cool,
and Aspen and Los Angeles and Salt Lake City, and it's currently still in Crested Butte. It's opening in Vail, Red Lodge, Montana, handful of other spots in the U.S., and then currently is in Toronto and Calgary, Vancouver, Revelstoke, Golden. It's doing the circuits in Canada and Vancouver, and we're just so excited to have had, lots of theaters full and full houses and audiences really excited about the movie. And it's blowing my mind, actually, like how many people have come to the theater, how many theaters we opened in, like how many people love the movie. It's like, what? I thought maybe
Yeah, I was going to say, I think just having met you like this, you have such great energy, and the film obviously portrays that as well. I think it's just such a brilliant time for this film, and I'm so excited. I know, it's neat because I don't think you need to even really understand this ski town. Obviously, if you do, or if you've lived in it, it's even more real and more funny because you're like, yep, I remember it. And it takes your mind back to those memories. But I truly feel like even just sitting there and watching it, it's something that everyone can get into, which I love as well.
Yeah, I think the Cleo Brown experience of feeling like an underdog and feeling like an outsider and feeling like you're not good enough is a universal experience. And it's not just explicit to the ski industry. It's very, it's a common experience for so many of us. And so I think that whether or not you're a skier, you can also plug into the story of personal growth, the friendship story, the love story, the antagonist story, the getting out of your own way story,
yes.
and feel like there's something for everyone in the movie.
Well, Katie, Week Layers, I know everyone's so excited. Where can people go check out to see if their city is going to be playing it? And if not, where can they go check it out?
You can check out our full list of theaters on Greenwich Entertainment's website, or weeklayers.com has also a full list of theaters. And on February 4th, we'll be available on Amazon Prime and Apple TV.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I'm stoked. I'll be sending you all the pictures from every single show I go to.
You have to.
Oh, I will.
I love seeing folks out at the theater. It's so fun.
Well, we appreciate you so much. And thank you for making this film. And I hope to meet you in person one day soon.
Me too. Hopefully on the slopes in Vail.
I would love it. Have a great one, Katie. And thank you so much.
Thanks, Gretchen.
And keep it right here. We have more of the show to come.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there. TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows, celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we love talking to Kim and Bobby from the Covered Bridge. Let's take a look. Kim got to sit down and chit-chat with them.
Now, I'm so excited. Our next guest joining us here on the couch are locals. They have so much information, and they are the founders of the Covered Bridge magazine. I've got Bobby and Kim joining me today. How are you guys?
So good. Thanks for having us, Kim.
Yeah, great to have you both. So congratulations, new issue just hit the stands. So talk to me about Covered Bridge, and Kim, I'd love to chat with you about it. Tell me a little bit about the magazine. What number issue is this?
Yeah, so Covered Bridge is 2 years old now, and this is our 5th issue, so it's a semi-annual publication. Comes out in December and June every year. We also have digital, so you can stay connected with us year-round. But we really saw, so Bobby and I own a publishing company, a media company in West Vail. It's called Jaunt Media Collective, and we have 2 other print publications and 4 titles total. And Covered Bridge is actually it's actually not our newest now, but it was our newest until recently. And we just saw a need for a magazine in this valley that really represented the locals and bridged our community from East Vail to Gypsum.
Absolutely, and I've seen a few of your other publications as well, but this is just so beautiful. I love the color, or the cover. The artwork on it is amazing. So talk to me, Bobby, a little bit about this issue. What's different from the previous one, and how do you feel it displays what Covered Bridge magazine really is?
Absolutely. I mean, from the start, we've always wanted to celebrate the valley as a whole, then the legacy that really brought everything here originally. But each issue, I feel like, gets better, better, and better. And this is the abundance issue. And what you'll find in it is that common thread throughout the publication. So whether the article is about getting outside and training in the mountains, whether it's about a great artist that's locally living here, that's creating art for you, it all has that theme of abundance tied through it. And I say this every issue, but I believe this is my favorite issue.
Well, I love the passion behind it. So you mentioned the theme of abundance. Talk to me, I guess, Kim, I'll direct this question at you. Talk to me about what the underlying theme through it was, and how did you come up with abundance?
It's fun to come up with themes because we have a small team and sort of spitfire back and forth of what are we feeling, what's the vibe going to be in December when this comes out. And we had a wonderful summer issue, and we just rolled right into what do people want when December hits? We want snow here in the valley. We want time with family and friends, and time to get out on the slopes and feel that abundance in our heart. So that was the initial inspiration, and then it just comes together from there. We have a section in the front of the magazine called Voices of the Valley, where we have 3 locals speak to the word or the idea of the theme, so abundance. So you can see right in the start of the magazine that we have locals talking about what that means to them.
That's amazing. And so in regard to the stories, and Bobby, tell me, how did you collect all of the stories for this, and how did you decide which ones are going to make the cut?
Oh,
that's lovely. A tough question.
No, I mean, it's a great question, and especially for me, because I actually get to handle all of our marketing and partnerships.
Okay, great.
And I get a loose voice on what goes in the issue.
Okay.
But we have a great editorial team that really comes together. We get a lot of great pitches from local journalists that are in the state, all freelance workers, and then the team sits down and we kind of discuss really what fits the sections that we're looking for, and then also that theme that's kind of underlying. It doesn't have to be directly related to abundance, but how does that story tie into it? So it creates that cohesion throughout the magazine. But I wish I got to pick everyone that went in there. It'd be all articles about outdoor and adventure, and
dogs.
maybe lots of dogs. But because Kim and the team has a say on it, they put together a well-crafted magazine that covers everything we like to do, from style to fashion to going out to your favorite restaurant.
Well, I love the tagline, crossing leisure and adventure in the Vail Valley. So that gives an article for basically everyone as they come in. So Kim, I know this is really focused on the locals here, but it's a great way for any tourists and visitors to really learn more about our valley. And what are you hoping that they get from reading this magazine?
We have a section toward the end of the magazine called Live Like a Local. And in celebrating our locals,
flip through it.
Yeah, in celebrating our locals, we really get to inspire our visitors.
I love that.
From local to tourist. So this is a local that used to live here and actually moved away and got to come visit again and experience the valley as a tourist and Vail Village as a tourist. So Yeah, just having anyone pick this up, whether they live here or they're visiting, and get so much out of it. Information, like Bobby was saying, on great restaurants, awesome outdoor adventure, gear. So if you live here, it's perfect. And if you don't live here, it might make you want to become a local a little more, or at least live like a local for the time that you're here.
Oh, it's just got stunning pictures and articles, and then I love the artwork on the cover. And so you are also partnering with TV8 and doing a lot of live interviews with content creators and contributors to the magazine. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have actually Max Rowe is our cover artist, and we'll be interviewing him soon. And it's so amazing that this is a piece of art, and I don't know how much you can tell from seeing this on television, but it really pops. We've gotten such amazing feedback on this piece of art that is our cover, and so we get to feature this as well as a story on Max and really his inspiration for creating art and for creating a cover piece.
It looks like a photograph.
I know.
Just from the distance, you know, it looks like somebody just snapped a great photo of it, but when you look up close, you can see all the brush strokes.
Yeah.
That's really great. So what other things can we expect from the TV interviews you all will be doing?
Yeah, so we'll be chatting with Baba Beauty and Wellness. So Madeline in Avon has opened a new beautiful spa, day spa in Avon. We're talking to Jen Brown, the executive director of Vail Veterans Program. They're celebrating their 20th anniversary in March.
Wow.
We're also talking with Brett and Tam Donaldson, who are local athletes and coaches, on an article titled "There's No I in Athlete," and having community and support around you as an athlete, from coach to couch. You need recovery time too. And we might sprinkle in some more articles as well, but it's been really great partnering with TV8.
Yeah, I think the TV8 partnership is really special, mainly because of our goals and values. TV8 has a really big focus on celebrating what is going on in the Valley, from the local, again, bringing in the tourist vibe to that too, to show them great places to go, great places to people to meet. So for us, it's really exciting because we share that core value, and it's great to be able to bring a story to the screen and, you know, interview with people like you. It's pretty amazing that we have that partnership.
Absolutely, and I love the idea of community and how we really, just so special here in the Valley for sure. Now, Bobby, where can we go to find all of the publications, all the things, and learn about the Covered Bridge magazine?
Yeah, whether you're in Denver, all the way down to, you know, Grand Junction, you can find Covered Bridge magazine. It is definitely hubbed here in the Vail Valley, so you're going to see a lot more of it here. I would say walking through the village, any of the kiosks will have magazines, any of the hotels that you walk into will have this publication. Hopefully your local favorite coffee shop will also have it. But yeah, you can also subscribe. It is a free publication, but if you want to get it directly to your mailbox, you know, twice a year, feel free to go online on our website, coveredbridgevail.com, and subscribe to the issue.
Well, they're gorgeous collector's items too, and great to have on your coffee table, and just to have all of the collections of them. So this is issue number 5.
Issue number 5.
Issue number 5, year 2. Congratulations to you both. I love the winter and spring edition of Covered Bridge magazine. So thanks for coming on and for telling us all about it.
Thanks,
Thanks
Kim.
for having us.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We'll be back with more right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we have a Vail Veterans Program that's very important here in the village, and the Covered Bridge got to talk about it. So let's take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Fuller and this is Covered Bridge on TV8. I am the editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships at Covered Bridge Magazine.
And we have with us this morning Jen Brown, the Executive Director of Vail Veterans Program. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you. Great to see you both.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Yeah, you too. We've had the pleasure of having the Vail Veterans Program in our magazine this issue, so our winter-spring issue of Covered Bridge. It's your 20th anniversary of Vail Veterans and just a super exciting time to celebrate. So we're really happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the program and what this 20th anniversary really means for you.
Well, first off, we're super excited to be celebrating our 20th this coming March, and I think it really signifies the power and the impact that this organization has had over the last 20 years. And it's really through Cheryl Jensen's vision and the support of the community that has made it what it is today. And I think the other important thing is that we're continuing to have an impact. Over the last 20 years, really, as we've seen conflict change around the world, we continue to see the need to serve wounded veterans and their families. And we're just grateful for the community and the partnerships that we've had to really evolve the programs that we offer today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so since 2004, you guys have helped almost 4,000 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned that the conflicts and other things are happening. Are you still seeing the trajectory of the program growing each year?
It's really interesting because we do see the need continue, and I think there's also a change in how we serve our participants. As injuries that are lifelong change, as we see our alumni go through maybe additional surgeries or on their healing journey, as their needs change, we can bring them back to our programs. And we've seen more female veterans come into the program over the course of a couple of years. We've also had the opportunity through Cheryl's work to evolve to support caregivers and provide support to families and kids in other ways, in addition to being on the slopes.
That's great. And so March is when everything happens.
March is really the true anniversary, and the goal is to bring our original 7 wounded vets back to be a part of our program. Our March program does take place at that time, so really the culmination of that week of programming, it's to really honor and show appreciation for our donors, our sponsors, and the community, and have those original 7 vets be present and participate in the 20th.
So yeah, you just brought up something I never really thought of. The 7 vets who started. Is this a program where someone attends once, or do they come back multiple years in a row, or how do you see them interacting with what you guys provide?
That is a great question. I'm so glad that you asked that, because one of the things that sets Vail Veterans Program apart is that we talk about bringing our participants into the Vail Veterans Program family. So if, let's say, they come for a January winter family program, it might be a couple of years later, we might invite them back for a summer program, or we might invite the wounded vet back for our golf program. We have a variety of ways in which we can help continue their healing experience. And I think one of the great things is, let's say 20 years ago somebody came and participated, maybe they're married now, or maybe their kids have moved on. We have other ways to bring them into the experience, and what we like to say is, once they come to Vail, they're a part of the Vail community and our family, and we're here to support them throughout the duration of their healing journey. It's really a lifetime.
I love that. I mean, that's fantastic. With the programs that you guys provide, obviously it started on snow, but you just brushed on a couple other things. When did you guys transition, and what are some of the other offerings that people can take advantage of?
Well, and this was really through Cheryl, and I think the journey that she has been on with the organization, it's through partnerships, through longtime supporters, families like the May family and Black Mountain Ranch. They created the opportunity to send 3 families each summer up to Black Mountain Ranch and have a complete Western experience. And that just evolved over time, but they've really been a partner with us for many, many years now, and through summer outdoor recreation. She started the summer programs, and we have rafting, fly fishing, hiking for those who like to hike, and just outdoor experiences that really expose our wounded vets and their families to what the outdoors is all about here, to the mountains, and really seeing and experiencing the outdoors in different ways, and mostly through an adaptive lens. One of the great examples is our rock climbing partners shared with me. They can create pulley systems. So if we have a vet who is maybe a double amputee, they can anchor the climbing ropes so that our vets can pull themselves up and actually experience rock climbing, which is incredible. And that's a great sport where family members even can participate together, and they all learn to overcome maybe fears and challenges and do something that they never imagined doing. Rafting is another great experience for them. There's nothing like being in rapids and in the springtime around here with the runoff. And we have so many of our winter supporters, a lot of our ski patrollers, our rafting guides in the summertime. They've been around our programs for many, many years. So we tend to see a lot of the same supporters and faces. I think also really important is our adaptive ski and snowboard instructors are truly part of our family. We have instructors that have been with the program since the beginning, and they really are dedicated to helping our wounded vets rediscover their hope and learn how to do skiing and snowboarding and have new experiences on the hill through adaptive, whether it's ski, snowboard, or even ski biking.
That's amazing. And I'm sure, Cheryl, with her initial vision, didn't necessarily know how big this would get. And I love this quote, and maybe she did, but this is from Cheryl Jensen, and it's from our current issue on our feature on Vail veterans in the 20th year mark. We help them find something in their soul and feed their passion again. We're providing that avenue for them to realize they can do anything. So Cheryl was inducted into the Colorado Snow Sports Hall of Fame last August. So, speaking for her a little bit, what is the significance of what she's created and having that vision come to fruition?
Well, first off, Cheryl is an amazing individual, and I think her induction into the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame really signifies celebrating all of her hard work. And she has done many, many things even beyond Vail Veterans Program, but I think it's the culmination of the 20 years celebrating her legacy And 20 years ago, I'm sure she would say, I don't know if I would have been doing this today. And she is still actively involved in everything that we're doing, and it's her passion. It's her love for the veterans that we serve, their families, and it's her heart and soul. She has really shown me through her kindness, her patience, and really just her willingness to help others and go to the ends of the earth to help people. She's a special individual, and I think that's also what makes this program so special, is that it's that connection with our participants, and it's that genuine care and appreciation. And for those that we serve, they feel it. It's genuine and it's authentic, and it's just a gift that she has that she shares with others, and she excites us, and really wants us to do more, and inspires us to do more every day.
I love that.
I love it. I mean, it's quite a unique program that you guys created, and to me, one of the special parts, especially if you take a look at the article, is you're impacting, yes, the person, the individual, but it ripples out into their family. It ripples out into, like you said, maybe even the caregivers. And I think one of my favorite things about reading the article was one of the young ladies was talking about how it made her so excited to see her dad smile again. And that almost brings tears to my eyes just reading that. So it's pretty special that you guys have created a really unique program, but it's not just about the person, it's about them as a whole, and then including their family in on that journey with them.
And truly, for every program that we have those moments of, it's tears of joy. Cheryl has had 20 years of sharing in those tears and the journey with everybody, but there are those special moments, and that's truly where it's that one-on-one connection, and you feel the power of the experience and the impact. And it's discovery. It might be mom, dad, it might be the child who have that, wow, I just did this moment, and then they did it together. And there aren't too many opportunities for these families to be together in a place where they are safe, protected, and can just be. It's really special.
Wow.
I love that.
So Jen, especially this March with the 20th anniversary, how can people get involved with the Vail Veterans Program with donations and with their just maybe even coming and helping, volunteering? What are some of the opportunities?
We really appreciate and love the support of our community, and if people would like to donate, we would be very grateful. People can go to vailveteransprogram.org and donate. And then the celebration is really sharing the stories throughout the next several months and talking about what we do and who we serve, and showcasing really through that experience. So, would love to come back and talk with you. And in terms of volunteering, we on our website have a way to contact us. We do have some volunteer opportunities. They're not large, but certainly, if we have ways that we can bring in volunteers, we love to do so. But I think the most important thing is just honoring and really remembering the service that our nation's heroes provide, and really continuing to support them is the most important.
Wow. Well, thank you, Jen Brown, Executive Director of the Vail Veterans Program, who is celebrating its 20th anniversary this March. Be sure to pick up the most recent issue of Covered Bridge magazine, the winter-spring issue, and thank you for tuning in to Covered Bridge on TV8.
Remember, enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets, and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. We have an amazing artist, Max Rowe. He did the cover of The Covered Bridge, and we got to talk to him, so let's take a look.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. My name is Kim Fuller, and I'm the editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships over at Covered Bridge Magazine. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Max Rowe. Max Rowe is actually a local artist that you're going to learn all about today, and he did the most recent cover of Covered Bridge Magazine. Welcome, Max.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Kim. It's great to meet you guys.
So great to have you. So I will, it's not a spoiler or anything because the magazine is out and people can grab it, but here we are with the newest edition of Covered Bridge. So this art piece is absolutely phenomenal. It's called Red Shred, and how fun to put a piece of art on our cover. It's the first time we've done that with Covered Bridge. So Max, tell us a little bit about this piece and also the experience of getting this on the cover and just the article, interview, and all of that. How'd that go for you?
It's been awesome partnering with you guys. This piece in particular, I love that we ended up going with this. I think it really pops, and this actually, funnily enough, this piece kind of started off a whole new run of work that I did that was really kind of loose with the snow. And the snowboarder on the front, Taylor Godber, she's a huge inspiration. I mean, her riding is amazing, and the photographer, Guy Fatal. So I loved just getting the inspiration from those guys, and in talking a lot about this article and this issue is about abundance. And for me, like with skiing and snowboarding, first and foremost, like abundance is all about POW. So I love to paint pictures of powder, and so this was really good, emblematic of that. And then, and also, yeah, just I love to receive the inspiration. We live in this really awesome age where we have so much access to really cool inspiration from all over the world, and I feel really grateful to get to take inspiration from other people and turn it into something special and new, and then go out and inspire more people with that. More people to ski, more people to care about skiing, more people to care about art, and everything in the magazine. So there's a lot of other really cool stuff in here too.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, the article really does get into how you get your mindset around painting. And, we mentioned a little bit in there about the flow state. Can you speak to that? I mean, I think of snowboarding, number one, as like my most flow state, right? And I would imagine, you're in a similar mindset when the brush strokes are just coming together, right?
Yeah, it's one thing that I love about like painting skiers and snowboarders is that, like you said, when you're out skiing and snowboarding, you can really get in that flow state. And so painting that subject matter also helps me get into that flow state when I'm painting. And I really feel like that's when I do my best work, is when I kind of get into the flow. Because a lot of my work is like really splattery and really action oriented. So kind of getting in the zone with it is really important for me, because you have to really feel it. You know, the flow state is kind of an elusive thing, and not everybody knows how to describe it, but if you've experienced it, you know exactly what that is. So I really love to try to recreate that feeling and give that feeling, give that inspiration to my audience.
No, I really enjoy that, and you kind of nailed it with the flow state. Like once you've experienced it, you know what it is, right? But you can't always get there on a drop of a dime.
Yeah.
And it does take sometimes that process of, you know, focusing on maybe your snowboarding to get into your mental mindset for painting. You brought up something unique about getting inspiration from others. You know, I looked at this cover, and I don't have many photos of me shredding POW in the backcountry, but if I did, I would be like, wow, I'd love that on my wall. Is that something the audience could take advantage of if they have a really, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. If you have a sick photo of you sending it, hit me up, send it to me. I'm always looking for new inspiration, and
Cool.
I love to meet the people that I get to paint. That's a real treasure, honestly, to get to share that with other people. But yeah.
Max, what is your art background, and how has that evolved?
Sure. I've been painting for a really long time. It's something I grew up doing at home. I went to the University of Colorado and studied studio art there. And so I've always it's always been like a constant in my life. It's something that I really love because I know I'll be able to always do it. So it's like a lifelong practice, which I love about that. Yeah. What was the question?
Well,
sorry, you can cut that part.
So something, a quote that we have from you in this article, Max Rowe, Finding Flow Through Art and Skiing by Caitlin Emig. That's the fun thing about art, is what you said. As I continue to grow and learn more about the world and myself, my art changes as well. It's something that always keeps me invested in doing it for myself.
Yeah.
So how has it evolved for you?
So I've always just really been gravitated to paint subjects of things that I'm interested in. So for a long time, I painted just figures. I was really into figure drawing and figure painting, and that kind of evolved into, I did a lot of yoga paintings for a while, which was really cool. Bobby, I know, is a yoga teacher. So, and then I've kind of moved away from yoga and gotten more into action sports. And I've grown up skiing. I'm really lucky and blessed that way I have a lifelong ski practice as well. So it's something that as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm not skiing 100 days a year anymore, but I did do that for a long time. But this is kind of a new way for me to be part of the ski culture and the ski environment. And it's fun to get to give back to the community and the ski culture in a new way. So I'm really excited about that. And then, you know, just continuing forward, how my subject matter will continue to evolve and change. You know, like I said, I'm always interested in painting what I like to do. So I just learned how to surf last week. I was in Costa Rica, which is so cool. Got to surf a bunch of waves down there, and so now I'm really excited to paint some surfers. And it's, you know, very similar to snowboarding, but kind of want to inject some more tropical vibes, some new color schemes, that type of thing. So.
Yeah, I love that. I could see surfing definitely fitting your style of work.
Yeah.
You know, the spray and everything that you do as far as the detail goes. That being said, too, you know, yes, someone can commission a piece from you, but they can also go to a few galleries, if I'm not mistaken, and find your work and purchase something right off the wall there, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So right now I'm showing work at the Royal Street Fine Art Gallery. It's in Aspen. So I recommend anybody that's interested in seeing it in person, and it is awesome to see in person, go there, check it out. all of my original paintings are also UV reactive, which means they glow under a black light.
Wow.
So it's really hard to photograph, and it is also a thing that I love for it to be like this really cool first impression. You see it, you don't see that on paper, but then you get to see it in person and have this like deep reaction. It's really cool to see people get so excited. This is like 2 paintings in one. So so I definitely wish everybody that has an interest to go check them out in person there. And you can also see everything on my website. It's maxflowart.com, as well as my Instagram, which is @maxflowart.
So great. Now I have this idea that we need to do a pop-up with you.
Oh yeah,
right?
I would love to.
We could bring
Yeah.
people together and have a bunch of your paintings there and
Let's
have the
have a
magazines
party.
there. Okay, sounds good. Stay tuned for details on the party with Max Rowe and Covered Bridge. But yeah, this is just such an honor to have on the cover of Covered Bridge, our 5th issue, the abundance issue. Thanks for tapping into that theme in so many ways. And it truly is an honor to meet you, Max. And you're very talented, and it's great to have you in the Valley.
Well, thanks so much. I'm
Yeah.
I'm super honored to get to participate, and thank you guys very much.
Yeah, awesome.
Appreciate it.
Well, thank you everyone for watching Covered Bridge on TV8. Be sure to pick up the newest issue with Max's art on the cover, the Abundance issue, and thanks for tuning in.
Good morning, Vail.
Opening in time for the new ski season, Max's Bar here at TV8. So grab a seat as friends and neighbors gather to discuss and debate the topics of the day. From best restaurants, best hockey seats, school sports, and just plain old Vail Valley talk. So join us here at Max's Bar this winter.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
We play from the hearts. We play these songs. We live these songs.
Scott Redner is known as the man behind Shakedown Bar, a venue he says was created by musicians for musicians.
We are different. We treat our music differently. We take our music seriously.
While playing musical gigs around town, Scott had what seemed like at the time a very lucky encounter.
A gentleman saw me playing, and he gave me $1 million and bought the space, the lease on the space for me.
Wait, back up. What do you mean he gave you?
Well, he saw me playing at the Red Line one night, and he walked up and he tipped me $1,000, and he said, "You rock, dude. You need your own place." And I was like, "Well, I like the sound of that, you know." So I leaned over to my security guy and said, "Hey, this guy, he said he's gonna buy me a bar. You come run it." And it was my buddy Bryce, who was the security guy at Red Line, and he's like, "Okay."
So in 2012, Shakedown Bar was established. But like many things in life that seem too good to be true, so too was this. For a variety of reasons, Scott had to buy out his original investor. Since then, Shakedown Bar has thrived as a 198-person music venue with exceptional performers, including the Shakedown Family Band. Scott himself has toured the world with bands like Blues Traveler, Dave Matthews, and Lenny Kravitz. But this father of 2 girls says his daughters have inspired him to embrace the current pop stars.
It is just T Swift, and it's like I want to be able to just. I asked my daughter, I'm like, you know, because I took them to the Taylor Swift concert this year, and I'm like, which song, Harper? And she goes, "Cruel Summer Day."
Here he is performing his own rendition of Flowers by Miley Cyrus, another one of his daughter's favorites. Scott says if you love music, Shakedown Bar is the place for après-ski this winter.
What's better than songs you love to sing while you're after ski celebrating, getting a little toasty, right? But, you know, it's about that. It's about interacting. It's about sharing that time. It's about singing along. It's about sharing the experience together, the feel-good stuff, the stuff you know.
And he was so impressed with my tambourine skills that you might even see yours truly on stage soon.
So am I hired to come perform with you? Can I do it?
Done.
Okay.
700.
Or maybe I'll just stick to Vail vibes. To see the real musicians, check out shakedownbarvail.com for the calendar of events.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to the second hour of Good Morning Vail. Happy Sunday to you. We have an awesome second hour. We have more covered bridge in store for you, as well as Tegan from Eagle Valley Library District and Eyepieces of Vail. So sit right back, enjoy, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. How many personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals. Now check this out.
studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, Julio got the chance to travel to Eagle and check out On-Site Vet. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm Kim Fuller, Editor-in-Chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships at Covered Bridge Magazine, and today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Brett and Tam Donaldson of Donaldson Coaching.
Thanks
for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So Brett and Tam are also the co-founders of The Cycle Effect, which is a very well-known nonprofit here in Eagle County, and have the pleasure of working with a lot of athletes. And so the article that we worked with them on in the abundance issue of Covered Bridge is called There's No I in Athlete. And I had the pleasure of working with Donaldson Coaching for the summer months in running and mountain biking mostly to train. And so it's really reflection on why I believe and have found, and also by interviewing the two of you, why it's important to have a coach in this process. So give us a little background on your fitness, your athleticism. I know you both participate in a lot of races throughout the year here locally and around the country. So Tam, why don't you start with a little bit of background on you?
Ski school was kind of where I started and what brought me over here. So skiing is something that I love to do. And then when we got married, America was going to be like our home base. So I would follow the winters, and clearly then I had 4 seasons in a year, which was kind of novel, and I didn't know what to do with myself in the summer because I'm so used to being next to an ocean. Long story, got a bike. First experience on a mountain bike was awful, but ended up falling into triathlon. Then that turned into Xterra triathlon. I guess strong legs, skiers' legs. I happen to have a good advantage at riding. Loved that. Got reasonably competitive at that. Started racing pro. That just turns into a full-time job if you want to keep going with it. And then started personal training at the Western. And in amongst that, we've always been like training people outside of that don't quite know how to structure their training, and consistently from there, mountain bike races, running races. Then we got into longer races of like the Breck Epic, so 3-day to 5-6 day stage races, which was fun because that was something that we could do together. People thought we were crazy, but it worked out great. And it was a lot of fun.
You really have the experience in all those different types of racing to help an athlete.
Yeah.
How about you, Brett?
I mean, I was a college athlete, but I call myself a mediocre athlete. So when Tam got into triathlon and stuff like that, I wanted to ride bikes as well. So I really kind of took a back seat for a few years as she was doing that, which was awesome because she got to really develop into that athlete, and now we have life partners that like to do these things all the time. So when I turned 40, I basically decided I wanted to be able to do these events for the next 20, 30 years if I choose. And so it's really, I've kind of restructured how I view athletics. I didn't really enjoy it in my 30s very much. There's a pressure, and I thought I should be able to do X, Y, Z. And now it's just like, I get to be out there. It's super fun. It's hard. It's challenging. But so now I spend time riding and running in the VRD series. I mean, that's like it's a great series. I love how they put on their events. It's super casual. It's easy. Like, I don't know why more people don't do it. It's here. It's a great challenge. And then now that they've got winter, skimo races and stuff like that, I do those. I don't have anything huge on my schedule, but besides those right now, but I'm sure we'll find another 5 or 10 races to do this summer outside of that series. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's no I in athlete, there's no I in team. I love the title of all of that. But when it comes to coaching, when or why would someone necessarily get a coach?
Sure.
Because I question that myself as being an athlete, and then watching her go through it. What's the start, and then what can one expect, I guess?
Yeah. I think for me, it all boils down to you hire a coach so you don't make emotional choices. Whether you're feeling great and you keep going and going and going and you overload your system too much, or you're feeling awful and you decide, I'm not going to work out today, when really that was just a mental block and you could be out there doing stuff. So for many athletes, especially in this valley, we're pulling them back on the effort they put in. They think they need to be a world champion, or their next door neighbor was an ex-world champion and they try to train like them. It's like, that's not how you should do it. So we manage people's time and we manage people's emotions around their training a lot. And then, of course, there's skill development, there's race strategy, there's all these other things, but you can read about that in books a lot of the time, but a lot of it is, for me, just managing the person so that they are set up to do the things they want to do, whether that's a 5K, whether that's a 100-mile run, bike races, whatever.
Yeah, so essentially removing some of those roadblocks of like, I'm too tired, or like you said, I need to put in another 10 miles today.
Yes. No. This valley generally goes too hard. And our mountain towns, right? I mean, we're all like super enthusiastic about it. We generally go too hard for too much time, of the time you have allotted to training.
So many fun things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure you've worked with, and I know you have worked with a range of athletes. I mean, with the Cycle Effect, you're working with young teenage girls on mountain bikes, and then all the way up to, I don't know how old your oldest client is, but they all have different goals and different skills. So Tam, how do you balance that when you work with an individual athlete, and you might be doing one thing with one and another thing with another, and so how do you create a plan specifically?
Yep. And I think individual is where the coach comes in, because someone who's 21, I mean, they can do a lot of volume and a lot of intensity. As I age myself, I notice the difference at 40, late 40s. I can't put in the same intensity, so it's kind of balancing when those are, making sure that the athlete that you have, depending on whatever age they're at, that you're balancing recovery, because it's the more you are good about your recovery, the more sessions you can actually fit in. And whether you've got a mother who is like, hey, I got 45 minutes and that's it. So how do we make the most of that? And then somebody else who maybe has a little bit more relaxed schedule. So you can always find like a PDF or something to follow in a book or on paper, but I think customizing it to your life. I was actually just talking with an athlete the other day, and they love ticking the boxes. And every now and then there has to be a little bit of coach-athlete communication, even on those days, that if you're not feeling that great, reach out and be like, okay, maybe we need to tweak this. It sounds like you might be starting to get sick and we need to back things off a little bit. I think that's important, because a lot of the time you just ignore, think I should, do all of this.
Yeah, the quote from the article, There's No I in Athlete, in this current issue that Tam provided reads, "It's hard to look at ourselves objectively. A coach can customize a training plan that fits your work, family, and social schedules. A coach accelerates your progress by helping you make the best use of your time. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Let's work on things that are going to make the most gains."
Yeah.
Love that.
And I would add one more thing. I think that having one pretty good plan is much better than having 4 excellent plans, because for excellent plans, people are picking what they want to do and they're skipping the things they don't want to do. And so I don't think you need to hire the most accomplished, world-renowned coach in the entire world. You need to hire somebody that you resonate with, that kind of understands your sport that you want to get into and stuff like that. But really, you need to commit to that person for maybe 6 months or something like that. Like if somebody comes to me and says, Brett, I want you to write me a plan for a month, I'm like, I have no desire to do that, because I know that it doesn't really move the needle very much. And so I think hiring one person or finding a book and saying like, this is the book I'm going to commit to and stuff like that, that's better than 4 excellent plans, because people just, we're so unfocused, and we see something on Instagram, we're like, oh, I'm going to go do that too. It's like, maybe we shouldn't do all of the things because we just don't have the time.
Yeah, as someone who got to kind of watch the coaching and participate as the significant other, it was interesting to see the days that you made sure Kim had recovery. Because on those days, generally prior to the coaching plan, she would have still gone out and done something. But then the other days where it was like these pain cave type interval sessions, it's really difficult, I would say personally, to force myself to do that without a plan.
Yep.
And again, I was not necessarily on the plan, but I was on the plan following her. And some of those days, yeah, they are rough. And I also think what I noticed was a couple times during her training, you would be like, you are getting fatigued. Back off. Today you don't need to do the full workout, or you don't need to always be an A student if you're not feeling well. And I think that to me was, again, as the outsider looking in, was the most valuable part of it.
Yeah.
Because it is easy to just like you said, do the things that really feel good and then ignore the things that don't, and then also not recover because you're like, oh, well, I want to go skiing today, or I want to do this. And it's like Brett or Tam would put in like absolutely nothing today.
Yeah.
And Kim would have to,
Well,
by that.
and I'm the same, like, I know all the things, but I still get caught in that trap where, so if this was the first year ever that I asked Tam to be my coach, right? After like 20 years where we should not coach each other. It's not good for us. I said, you know what? You know me better than ever. You know my goals better than anybody else. And so I would walk into the kitchen some mornings and I'm like, I am exhausted. And she's like, oh, you should take the day off. Or things like that. And so everybody needs a sounding board on some level. And I think that's really what the coach is. And they're not also going to be that sounding board friend that just says like, oh, you're just, take the week off. Or you're feeling like there's some accountability because they want to see you hit your results, but they also know
you're meant to be fatigued today, suck it up. This
go,
is 2 days of intensity because we're building for a certain thing. You're meant to not feel great today, but that's the point of this training. So, to his point, it's really hard to be objective, and it takes the decision-making process out of it, and it takes the pressure off the individual of I don't have to decide what to do today. That you just wake up, you look at your plan, and go. So that can free up an enormous amount of time, but also mental space for somebody. They can just be at ease, not be thinking am I doing the right thing? I'm not sure. Somebody else is taking care of that.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, I just love the fact that you brought up, because I was going to ask that question, coaches get coaches, right?
Absolutely.
And I think
Totally.
not just you guys, I've heard it from fitness instructors in town that have their own coaches, right? And we look up to you as a coach, but it's pretty awesome that you take your own prescribed medicine.
For sure. And I think that's with business, that's with anything. With the Cycle Effect, I have, 10 to 20 mentors. I am calling them all the time, being like, hey, I don't know what to do here. What should I do? And stuff like that. So I think that everybody should have a coach or a mentor in their major walks of life, whether it's relationships or work or whatever. So I'm a firm believer, and I am not the smartest guy in the room, and I need to ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
I was about to say there's no I in life, but there is an I in life. So,
I'm glad, as an editor of a magazine, you are able to figure this out. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk briefly about the Cycle Effect.
Sure.
I mean, this was the 10-year anniversary of the nonprofit. Which does that feel like it's gone really quickly, or is it? I'm just
depends on the day.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that So the cycle effect, real quick, is high school, middle school girls in 4 different counties, Mesa County, Routt County, Eagle, and Summit. And we help them ride and race mountain bikes and go to college, is like the real short elevator pitch. We focus on working with BIPOC communities, which here is mostly the Latina community. Yeah, and we provide everything they could possibly need. It's a year-round program. It's amazing. And going back to the 10 years, like, I can honestly say we love what we do. Is it super challenging sometimes? Of course, like anything that's worth doing. But we love the relationships we've built. We love the community that we've built, and our staff and things like that. And so, yeah, Tam and I started it 10 years ago, and we're still going strong. So we're looking at potential new growth in the coming year to 2, and we're redefining things. We're always evolving how we do things, because we know that what worked 4 years ago doesn't work now. So we're always growing.
Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure, number one, learning from you guys, from the coaching aspect. It's been a pleasure watching the Cycle Effect grow and having you guys in our community, and we really appreciate everything that you bring to this lovely valley, and now many other valleys in the state of Colorado. So thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah.
And we'll let you guys know how you can reach out to Brett and Tam if you're interested in training with them, or have people that might be interested in the Cycle Effect programming.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Definitely check out Donaldson Coaching and the Cycle Effect, and thank you for watching Covered Bridge on TV8.
Enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I don't know about you, but I'm still hungry. And I love that Kevin got a chance to talk to Chef Makoto here in Vail. Let's check it out.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm Kim Fuller, Editor-in-Chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships at Covered Bridge Magazine. We have the pleasure today of sitting down with Madeline of Bava Beauty and Wellness in Avon. And we're excited to share her story and her business with all of you.
Yeah, so Madeline, you just opened Bava Beauty and Wellness in Avon. Tell us a little bit about your background in the Valley and your inspiration for opening the business.
Yeah, thanks for having me this morning. I was born and raised in the Vail Valley, so I'm a longtime native, and I saw an opportunity to open a business here, and I just took it. I've been an esthetician massage therapist for about 8 years now, and I was inspired to start a holistic health business because my dad passed away from cancer, and I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer myself. And I feel really thankful that I get to share that with the community that I grew up in. So I'm super excited to bring Bava to the Valley.
Great.
Now you recently opened. I remember coming to your grand opening, which was pretty exceptional.
Yeah.
I would say it's a beautiful space if you guys haven't been there yet. But give us a little bit of an idea of what you're offering there and what you're hoping to bring to our community.
Yeah. So besides regular spa services, obviously we want people to just come relax, get a facial, get a massage. But we have an infrared sauna. We offer IV therapy, vitamin injections. It's just, we want whole body holistic health. So we're going to start offering comprehensive wellness testing, as well as, supplements to go along with that. So acupuncture, it's all over the board. We want everybody to come in and experience that whole body holistic health.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of coming in for a spa day, and the first thing that you get to see when you walk in the spaces, like Bobby had mentioned, is just the amazing design that you worked with I think a designer on, and also had input that you shared with me. And it's so peaceful. There's definitely a feeling of serenity and space there that you can just relax all day. I particularly love that infrared sauna and being able to connect your own music or your own podcast, whatever it is, through your phone and have a really relaxing experience there. So there's just so many ways to enjoy the space. And you had mentioned that you have events as well, Madeline.
Yeah, we're going to start having, besides our regular hours, we're going to have some fun events on our schedule, mini yoga sessions, group acupuncture, aura photography, winter solstice ceremony, the list goes on. We're going to start having some fun events. We want people to come enjoy that as well. And I think that's a really good offering for the community to, come experience that. So I think it'll be fun. And, I'm excited to have some other faces in Bava as well. Obviously, we've got myself and a team, but we're going to have some fun, pop-ups and guests there as well. So I'm excited for that, and really utilize the space. We've got a nice space, so I'm excited.
Yeah. So number one, where are you located, and then number two, these great events. How do the listeners, the watchers, keep an eye and make sure they can attend these events?
We're located inside the Christie Lodge in Avon. It's next to Subway. We're kind of hidden in there, so we're kind of new, and people sometimes have a little bit of trouble finding us. But you can walk through the Christie Lodge lobby and find us. You can park, in the front and come find us. We're right next to Subway. And they can check our website. We update our website. Our Instagram is also a great place. We're posting, pretty on top of it, updating the website with any offerings, events, as well as the Instagram. So they can, follow us there.
Great.
Yeah.
And that combination of beauty and wellness, what was the inspiration there and the name Bava and just creating your business? How did it all come together for you?
Yeah. I think when you look good, feel good, you can do good too. And I think at some point or another, most people have experienced, kind of whether they know it or not, a feeling of like being unwell, or just like at one point, maybe, like you go on this journey of, your health, it can be all over the board. So I really just wanted to combine the aspect of look good, feel good, do good. And I think we really bring that at Bava. And I was inspired by Bava. Bava means a mental state of peace or bliss. And so I think when clients come into Bava, they can really experience that. We want that whole body, mind, body wellness.
Love that. Yeah, so in our current issue of Covered Bridge magazine, this is the abundance issue. here for winter and spring, and just love this opening. To step into Bava Beauty and Wellness is to step away from the bustling energy of a busy day. Man, does that resonate?
Yeah.
Right? To be able to leave the hustle, the bustle behind and take some time for yourself. Also such a great gift at any time of year to offer to someone, a friend, a family member, to just allow themselves that self-care.
Yeah, we've been kind of coining the gift of wellness. And that can mean so many different things, but you know, everybody wants to feel well. You know, you can just give them a gift card or, you know, enjoy it how you want to enjoy it, whether that's you just want to come relax or you want some self-care, or you want to come rejuvenate, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You can come to Bava for that.
It's so great. Once again, Madeline Hethcote with Bava Beauty and Wellness here in Avon. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you everyone for watching. Covered Bridge Magazine this is our newest issue, and this is Covered Bridge on TV8. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, I know that we all love the Eagle Valley Library District, and we adore Tegan here on Good Morning Vail. I got the chance to sit down and talk about all the new things happening. Let's check it out.
I am so excited. I'm Kimberly Perot here, and I am standing here with Tyler Moore of Eyepieces of Vail. How are you, Tyler?
I'm doing great. What about yourself, Kimberly?
You know, I'm loving being out here. I'm loving standing in the middle of all of your goggles. We're here at the famous Goggle Bar.
Right. Yeah, thank you. We are at the Goggle Bar, and it is such a cool concept and store. We love this store. It's so unique in its appearance and how we can help service you with any of your optical needs. It's not just goggles. We have glasses, sunglasses, prescription, really, you name it, we're able to help you out here.
That's amazing. So we're at the Bridge Street location. So you've got the Goggle Bar here, and we've got quite an array of goggle selection. What do we have in front of us today?
Today, I thought we'd kind of focus on one of our favorite brands, Smith Optics. Definitely kind of like the leader in ski sport optics for sure. So I pulled a few of their models here, a great helmet. Yeah, you know, who doesn't love a good set of goggles?
Absolutely. You know, I'm a Smith girl. I don't mean to plug that, but you may have to convince me otherwise because the impressive array behind us is great. But fun story. I was on the mountain one day. It was super white out, couldn't see it. So I went straight down to the bottom of the slopes and walked in and said, I need a pair of goggles. And they gave me a pair of Smiths. Yep. So tell me about them. What do we have here?
You know, we'll start over here on my right here. This is their flagship model. It's called the 4D Mag. And this is a really cool goggle with a lot of interesting tech. Namely, the lens here is going to be the kind of shining star. But you can see here it kind of goes from flat to curved. And this unique toric lens shape allows you to have a lot bigger field of vision without the goggle itself having to be massive. So this is a really cool way to kind of combat how do we keep a goggle you know, that fits a lot of faces, but also has the field of vision of a bigger goggle. You know, and on top of that too, it's one of the easiest to swap out. 1, 2 switches right here, pops right off. Comes with a second lens for those cloudier days. You can pop it right back on, lock it down, and you're on your way.
Looks amazing. I know I love it. So I have a question about this technology in specific. Is this a new shape for this season, for the latest model, or tell me more about it?
It's been around for a couple seasons now, but it works. And it's kind of hard to see, so I would recommend you come in to actually try it on because the difference is quite outstanding. You're not going to, if you feel claustrophobic, like a lot of people do in goggles, this is a great one that kind of gives you that feeling of like no frame around your face, you know, free vision. It really does work.
Amazing. And so we've got some helmets here as well. So tell me a little bit about the helmets.
Cool. Yeah, right here we also have their top line model, Nexus. This was released last year. It features a few interesting technologies. Number one, what we always want to see is at least this yellow dot here called MIPS, or a MIPS equivalent. This is better for your brain if you fall down, which happens a lot in skiing.
It does. Can you tell me, what does MIPS stand for? So when someone goes in, they know exactly what they're talking about.
Oh man, yeah. So it's a multiple direction impact protection system. So it's quite the mouthful. But pretty much what it is, it's a liner that rotates independently in the helmet that reduces rotational violence of a crash. Because you know, we don't just crash straight down. We're typically crashing at speed with glancing blows. So this, you know, is supposed to keep your brain in a more forward position and not shaking around in your head as much, which, as we know, is what kind of causes concussions.
Absolutely. Well, helmets are important regardless of your skill level.
Exactly. Yeah. Always wear a helmet, please. You know, even if you're confident in your ability, you shouldn't be confident in other people's ability. You know.
That's exactly right. It's like defensive driving.
Defensive driving. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so this is great. So this is also a Smith helmet, and so talk to me about like the pairing. So how do you pair the goggle with the helmet, and like what do you recommend?
For sure. I mean, I recommend what fits your face and your head the best. Mixing and matching, we can do a lot, and the industry has become a lot more standardized in its shapes. But in essence, for Smith, you know, they are designed to work perfectly together. The shape of the brim of the helmet and the shape of the top of the goggle are made to actually give you a nice fit to kind of keep the top of this goggle protected from snow and stuff that would block its ability to vent. So yeah, I mean, Smith on Smith is great, but don't be afraid to kind of mix and match a little. We can find the perfect fit for you.
You got to show off your steez.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a variety of Smith goggles here. Tell me a little bit about some of these others.
Yeah, the others, this is going to be their famous IO mag line. So this is easy interchangeability as well. Everything that we carry in Smith comes with 2 lenses, which we find it's just great. You know, you can look at the weather, see what you're doing, and choose a lens and go from there. But it's easy nowadays. Long gone are like jamming the lens into the frame. There's a little switch right back here, then it just pops right off.
I'm loving this new technology.
It's so easy.
Gone are the days of shoving your lens into a rubber outside.
Yeah, it was always tough. People's thumbs hurt. Dad was always upset when he had to do all 4 kids at, you know, in the morning. Now the kids can do it themselves.
That's great, and they probably love doing that as well.
Exactly.
So Eyepieces of Vail, you're so unique here in what you do. You've got not only a wide array of goggle selection, but you also can fit people with prescriptions for their goggles specifically. Tell me a little more about that.
We can. So we specialize in prescription, prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, but also one that you don't see a lot of is prescription goggles. This nifty little thing right here is a godsend for a lot of people. It fits in pretty much any goggle, not just Smith, anything on the back of the wall, we can fit this in, and it just clips in to your goggle like such. It's super easy, simple. We do this with an anti-fog coating too. That's probably the number one thing that people with glasses, when they're putting their goggles over their glasses, deal with. This helps mitigate, that from happening as much. So, great option for those that need to see while you ski.
Yeah, and it really gives a curated fit into the goggle versus your glasses where you've got 2 different angles and shapes on your face.
Correct. It's a lot more comfortable.
Yep.
It performs better, but also it's a lot safer. You don't have to risk falling and breaking your glasses. I have seen people get cut up from when their glasses break. It's a real risk that you're taking when you do that.
And safety is key, especially on the mountain, and you want to look good while you're doing it.
Exactly. We're going to help you perform your best, look your best, be your best.
So if we want to pursue this prescription option within our goggles, how do we do that? You've got a doctor here on site, so tell me all about that.
Correct, yeah. So we do have Dr. G, who's really great to work with. He comes in every Tuesday, Thursdays, both to the Edwards location and our Village Center location here in Vail Village across from Solaris. So he starts in Edwards in the morning and then comes to Vail around 3 o'clock. Appointments typically take about 30 minutes. So you can just give us a call, check availability, and we're happy to book you and get your eyes checked. And some of these we can even have done same day depending on your prescription.
So it's not just for goggle prescription. You can do a true eye doctor appointment.
Correct. Yeah. And that's if you need glasses, prescription sunglasses, goggles, anything. That'll get you set up, and we'll check your eye health to make sure everything's going well for you, and then send you on your way.
Well, I'll be booking an appointment, that's for sure. So talk to me about operating hours. So you mentioned when he's here. So what are your typical operating hours from a store perspective?
Correct. Yeah, we have 8 locations total, 6 here in Vail Village. And at the moment, pretty much most all of them are running 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Up here at Bridge Street, we start a little earlier because the gondola starts at 8:30. So that's right when we get here too. And then, so we have a lot of convenient locations. Obviously, Bridge Street here, right at the base of Gondola 1, closest retail location. Village Center, across from Solaris, which is where the doctor's office is. At Sonnenalp, we have our Eyepieces Sport concept, which is a great little boutique to go into. Lion's Head, if you find yourself over in Lion's Head Village. Beaver Creek, even if you're up over there skiing in Beaver Creek. And then down in Edwards as well. And then if you find yourself over in Roaring Fork Valley, you can find us at Willett's next to Whole Foods, and at the base of Snowmass at the Viceroy Hotel.
So you really cover the entire Vail Valley, which is wonderful.
Yep.
No excuses. You need to upgrade your goggles this season for sure.
Yeah.
So head over to Eyepieces Vail. Well, thank you so much for talking and telling us everything, Tyler. Are there anything else that we should know if we're coming in to look for the right frame or goggle for our faces?
Just know that we're happy to help you out however we can. Even if you're just having a little troubleshooting and you're not going to buy anything, we're just happy to be here and offer any service that we can.
That's great. Well, they offer white glove service here at the Goggle Bar. Make sure that you head over to Eyepieces of Vail. You'll get to chat with Tyler and everyone else here in the store. So lots of exciting things happening. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Snooki and Scott Show, we are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
It's always a great day when Tegan comes to visit from the Eagle Valley Library District. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have Tegan on the couch with me, Eagle Valley Library District. How you doing, Tegan?
Good, how are you?
It's a Friday. That's
It
what
is,
we're both
it is.
deciding. And we're like, you know, it's always a good day when you come in and share everything, and you have a lot to share with us.
I got excited and brought a lot.
Tell us, I'm excited about it.
All right, so this is library things.
Okay.
So things that maybe you wouldn't think the library would have for you to check out. This
Yeah.
isn't everything,
Okay.
although I did bring a lot because I got excited.
No, I love it. I love the enthusiasm.
thank
That's the
you.
whole kind of vibe of the show today is loving your job.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
perfect.
yes. And so this is things that you can check out with your library
Okay.
cards. So we've got a microscope.
I love that.
Yes, and it comes with slides. So that's my favorite part is like the whole slide. So it's
Tegan, I used to have one when I was younger, and this is fascinating.
Yes. So
How
kids can
cool.
check this out and see all the little things in the world.
Oh my gosh, I
So,
love.
It is a great kit that, again, is available with your library card. Ooh, I don't
And
know
that's
how I
something
got
you
in
would
there.
not think of. How
No.
cool.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly.
I love this.
So, and then we got, this is our SNAP circuits. So these are part of our STEM kits for the kiddos.
Okay.
So building upon science, technology,
cool.
engineering, and math. So this is a whole SNAP circuit. It's easier to show
Yeah, no.
what it's supposed to look like.
Wow.
So it's circuitry. So once you build on all of this, the fan will spin, it'll make noise, there's lights, so it'll turn on if
So
you get
cool.
the circuits right.
So this is wild because when I was a little girl, we didn't really have a lot of this
Yeah,
yet,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think.
yeah.
But I played Mousetrap a lot, and I
Oh.
learned early on, or later on in my lifetime, that kind of went to. That's
Yes,
neat.
yes.
Yeah.
If you build it right,
Cool.
things will happen. So
I love
same
that.
here, SNAP circuits.
So you have a whole box full of.
whole kit.
Okay, okay.
So it is completely
Oh, wow.
full. Maybe I can hold it up a
Is
little
this
bit.
for one human, like one
This-
person?
yes,
to do? Oh,
yes.
Wow.
So a family can come in and check this out, and then just build and build and build and
How
see.
cool for like snowy day activity
Yep,
or a weekend.
exactly.
And how long do they get it again?
They get for library things.
Yes.
It checks out for a week.
A week.
A
okay.
week.
Got it.
And then on top of it, as you're thinking for snowy days,
Yes.
we have games. So we have card games, board games.
I played this. I love this game. Unstable Unicorns.
It's a fun one.
I love it. Yes.
Yep. Spot It. And so we got card games and board games for families that are up. Or,
Spot
you
It.
know, again, snowy days, what are you going to do? We also have games in Espanol.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
How cool.
Yeah, yeah. So
I don't
these,
think, see, again,
you
take
can
it
check
blowing
these
my
out.
mind. Last
At the
week when you
library.
came in and I was just like, oh my goodness, like just blown away. This is so cool. Yet again,
Yay.
like Spanish games.
Yep,
And-
Spanish games.
Yeah.
Those are fresh. These are new to the library of
Wow,
things.
how cool.
And speaking of things, you know, I picked random things.
No, I love this.
So this is a projector. So if you want to like, if you have a big wall space and you want to
No
just
way.
put it on your wall
That's
and watch
so
a movie,
cool.
you can, or maybe outside.
I feel like that's really neat because so I'm like
Maybe
in
not
my,
now
I'm
outside,
in my
but-
40s and I'm like, yes, I could have a weekend party with my friends with a show, but that's true like for little kids having sleepovers, watching a fun
you can project
movie.
it onto the
How
wall,
cool.
and then they can have their little space.
How many? And you have one of those.
We have a couple in our collection that you can check out.
Cool.
But again, we don't have very many of these things,
But I
which
mean,
is why you can check them out for
How
you.
neat is this though? Because you think library books, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly.
I love
Yep.
books, but I'm saying games.
Games,
And then, yes.
things for STEM-based learning. I brought our toolkit here.
Let's see if I don't make a mess. Okay, good.
Oh, wow.
So this
It's
is
an
a
actual
full, it's an actual toolkit. So, you know, there's days where, you know, maybe you're a renter or you just got to the community and you
Right.
haven't had an opportunity to hit Ace or Home Depot and you need a hammer.
I'm laughing
You
because
just
I've
need
been
a
here for
hammer.
10 years and I still don't have
You have a hammer? Oh. Well,
Yes.
you can check one out
True
at the
story.
library
Thank
if you
you.
need it. If you just need a Phillips or a flathead.
Well, I mean,
maybe
I
some
have a few
pliers.
things, but not,
Okay.
this is pretty
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
But
so
how cool.
Again,
That's
you can
really,
check it out at the library.
I just love that the library obviously is a space for people to read and get away and have those moments, and reading is such a powerful thing. And to help the community.
Yes.
Because you're right, when you move here and so much is going on, and maybe that's your last process is to get a hammer, to get a screwdriver.
Right,
to get,
right. Or
how
you thought
cool.
you had it and it's in a box, or
Yes.
you lost it somewhere along the way.
We've all been there.
Yep.
Me, 10 years later.
and you need it. And so the library things
wow.
is for learning, hobbies, and just helping the community with whatever their needs are.
Well, and I keep on thinking, like with the STEM, you could get a book, obviously.
Yes.
And then you could apply that
Yes.
with the, how cool is
with
that?
our STEM kits, they
Yeah.
do come with books.
Cool.
And besides books, we also have blocks.
Oh, wow.
Again, so a big fat book to tell you how this particular STEM kit works.
Oh, I
So
love
this is
this.
all about learning about numbers. So I think I crowded the table here.
This would be-
But there's the 9.
This is really powerful because as someone who, I'm very visual, and I know a lot of
Yes.
learners are.
I'm trying to find the
Math
10.
has always been hard for me, English easy,
Yeah.
and this would have made learning math
Tactile.
so, yes.
Yes. And so I'm trying to find the 10.
I'm just holding
or-
the 9.
Yeah. But that's
How cool.
So if you look at it conceptually, 7, maybe you hold the 10
Okay,
and I'll hold the
got it.
7 and the 3. So conceptually, 7
Right.
plus 3 will make the 10.
That's so
And so that
neat
just kind of
to
helps,
see
yes, younger learners kind of grasp the concept of math.
How cool.
Because it's
I
hard.
needed that. I needed this back in the day.
So we have that for, again, little learning.
That
so a
is
huge
brilliant.
book. So most of our STEM kits, especially for the kiddos, will check out with a book, so to continue the learning.
And Tegan, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
With this kind of learning is kind of the concept, and maybe this is simplistic, but so you not only see it, you can physically feel
Yes,
it. And then when you go
yes.
back and you're like 7 plus 3, you can maybe see that
Yep,
moment. And
you
you're-
can
okay.
see them, you can remember touching them,
Cool.
and so you're going on a lot of modes of learning.
Right.
So visual, there's audio,
Yeah,
and then
auditory,
there's also
yep.
auditory, and then also physical, so touching.
Oh, I
So it's hitting all those.
How
so hopefully,
cool.
you know, those concepts, get a little bit more hard one.
I'm just smiling because I'm like, Tegan, if anyone thinks that libraries are boring, you need to talk to Tegan
I'll
because
bring
she
all this
will
stuff
like
to you.
show you how much that it offers. Because who would have thought a microscope, there's tools to learn that you can physically hold the numbers. A toolkit, literally,
yeah.
a physical toolkit. That's pretty awesome.
Behind me is a telescope, and
And-
then here I got one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
One more
so
thing.
this is called our memory kits, and so this is to work with those who with dementia or older adults who are who you want to start working with their memory on.
Oh, okay.
And so this is again, library things have all sorts
That's
of
amazing.
activities in here, and so what you would do with your loved one or these have flashcards, and so what you do is you just kind of show them a thing. This happens to be winter things, and then it generates conversation. So you're trying to trigger memories.
And this is so very important too, not even with older generation, but also after COVID. I've done a lot of research that it's really good for your memory.
Yep.
So,
so these are good conversation starters
Cool.
to help with memory and to help with those.
and I was going to say, Tegan, so all of this, all you need is a library
All
card.
you need is a library card.
So
yes.
get your library card today. That's our PSA. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tegan.
you.
That is so awesome. I love this. And so get your library card. You can go to any of the libraries here in Eagle County,
Yep.
correct?
Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum are part of the Eagle Valley Library District.
Awesome. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Dookie and Scott Show, we are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
More than ever, kids need information to help them better understand their surroundings and to better protect themselves. Each week, this program works with the various law enforcement agencies across the country and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, spotlighting several missing cases, hoping someone, like you, might have information that will lead to finding these individuals.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I hope you had a great Sunday with us. Thanks for spending your time with us here on the couch on Good Morning Vail. We'll see you on Monday for more Good Morning Vail. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at